What is going on, gamers? Aevatrex here, and today we are going to be starting the first pet review out of many, because there is quite a few pets, as you guys already know. But we are going to be starting with Mini Angi, because I feel that Mini Angi is one of the strongest pets in the game right now for a lot of different reasons. Now let's go ahead and get into the pet attributes and the pet skill. Okay, now every pet has its own pet attack and pet movement speed, but the most important thing out of all of this is going to be the pet skill. Now mine is level 2 at the moment, and each pet skill is going to be able to be taken up to level 8. Although you cannot do that right away, you have to start leveling up your pet in order to take up the pet skill. Like for instance, my Mini Angi is level 3 right now, and my Celestial Ward is level 2. If I go to skill experience and try to up it, it says your pet must be level 4. So unlike heroes where you can have a level 1 hero and have that hero 10 out of 10, pets scale at the same time. You can't have a level 8 Celestial Ward on a level 3 Mini Angi, so keep that in mind. This is why it's important to keep incubating your eggs, getting more and more duplicates to take these pets up, just because you do need to get them leveled up in order to take the pet skill up. Now regarding the actual pet skill, Celestial Ward, mine is only level 2, but they go up all the way to level 8, and I'm gonna put a picture here on the left hand side, that way you can see the breakdown from level 1 all the way up to level 8. And at the moment, mine, what it does, it reduces the damage taken by the lowest HP hero by 40%. Also, it recovers its HP by 320% pet attack. Now at the moment, that's not a lot, just because Mini Angi is level 3. But essentially what that does is, it is going to help whoever is struggling the most in your team every 6 seconds. Now, it is true that for that to actually happen, it doesn't matter which hero it is on, because it will work passively throughout all your heroes. But keep this in mind. This pet, Mini Angi, is what I consider an auto proc pet. And by auto proc, I mean your hero does not have to attack, and your hero does not have to be taking incoming damage for Mini Angi to actually work. There is a few other pets that actually work the same way. I'm going to show you here right now. One of them is Doom Balloon. That one works every 6 seconds, no matter what, as long as the hero it's on is alive. And the other one is Bublo, another healer that will work every 5.5 seconds, as long as the hero it's in it is alive. So essentially what that means is, for these auto proc pets, you want these pets to be on a hero that is actually going to last the most. So that means Golem, Skull Knight, Green Fiend, any sort of tank hero that would actually be one of the last to die is who you want these pets on. Because if you put like a Mini Angi on a weaker hero that have barely any HP, like let's say Candy Cane. Candy Cane is usually one of the first to die, just because of the low HP and no resistance at all. So that would be a bad hero to put it on. Now of course, as long as it is in the battle, it doesn't really matter, it will still work the same way no matter what. But to get the most effectiveness out of it, you want it to be on a hero that would usually last the fight, or at least be the last to die. So again, on a tanky hero, like for instance, I have it right now on my Green Fiend, Skull Knight. Let's see, even if it's not a tanky hero like a Phantom King has so much dodge that alone kind of makes him a viable hero, just because he will last through a lot of those hits. Now with that being said, at level 8, Celestial Ward, it reduces damage taken by allied hero with the lowest HP by 70%. That's at level 8 for 3 seconds. And it also recovers its HP by 800% pet attack. So once this Celestial Ward gets to level 8, Guild Wars is going to be changed forever, because not only is this a passive heal, it is going to make the weaker hero so much more powerful and so much more harder to snipe in Guild Wars. And Mini Angi is a must-have hero for both offense and defense in Guild Wars. You can book it, you can quote me on that. Mini Angi is one of the pets that you absolutely want to have in pretty much every single game mode. If you're picking 6 heroes and you need to pick 6 pets to use that game mode, Mini Angi 99% of the time is going to be one of those pets, because first of all, heals are never useless, and that shield that will lower the damage to the weakest hero is just absolutely incredible. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into some gameplay and show you the shield and the heal. That way you can see that in action. I'm just gonna use Green Fiend on one side, that way you guys can keep your eye on Mini Angi and the heal and the shield that is gonna be giving Green Fiend. So here we go. Alright, so there was a small heal. There goes another small heal. Now keep in mind that Green Fiend only is going to heal when he transforms. So those random 2000 heals, that is from Mini Angi. And of course the shield that it gets around it, those are the 3 seconds of damage reduction that she is going to be giving. Now once again, he does not actually need to be attacking for it to work. It is just a passive, I guess you can call it a passive skill. But essentially it is one of those things where it's just going to continue to work over and over and over. So here you go. The little, I like to call it the little egg that it gets around Green Fiend. It actually changes shape. I'm sure it's when it goes into the demon form it gets a little weirder. Yeah, like right there. I don't know, it looks like the animation is kind of funky how it changes so often. But as long as it's working like it's supposed to be working, I don't care how it looks, as long as it works. There we go. So dungeons, lost battlefield, what else, arena, just every single game mode will have a use for this Mini Angi pet. It is absolutely one of the best pets. There is a boss here. I wonder how much he actually hits for. Let's give it a shot. Let's see. I hope he doesn't absolutely wreck my world. Okay, so here we go. He's doing quite a bit of damage. There goes the shield. Okay, it looks like we're gonna pull it off. Okay, perfect. So now he's low HP. There goes the shield and there goes the heal. And it you know, without this pet Mini Angi right there, more than likely than not, Green Fiend does not take that centaur out, because that 40% damage reduction is actually pretty huge. Let's see it. What I want to do actually right now is do that once again. We saw that I was able to actually take on that centaur and live through it with about 20% HP. And we can pretty much just thank the shield of Mini Angi for that, as well as the small heal. Now the small heal isn't as effective right now because obviously it's still lower level, but it is still a heal that goes a long way, and it adds up over time. So let's do this again without Mini Angi and see how Green Fiend fares this time. Alright, so there we go. We have no shield to protect us. He is definitely taking quite a beating this time around. And he doesn't make it. So instead of Green Fiend leaving with about 20% HP, this time the centaur takes him out and still has about 10% HP left. So there is a perfect example of why Mini Angi and these pets really are going to be making a huge difference. That shield alone is what kept Green Fiend alive before, and you couple in when that heal actually becomes really strong, then you'll get to see exactly why these pets are going to be absolutely amazing to have. Keep this in mind that Mini Angi is what I consider a legendary pet, so it is a little bit harder to obtain than other pets, like for instance Draco and Doom Balloon, and even Celestine, which is another one that I'll be covering here pretty soon. But it is absolutely one of the best pets in the game. So anytime you get a Mini Angi, even if you're 6 away from leveling her up, that'll always be a good thing. Now before we end this video, I gotta give a shout out to my man Rawtism. He's the one that made this thumbnail for me, and also he's gonna be making the thumbnail for all of these pets reviews, so big shout out to him. Gotta take a few lessons from him on how to make these thumbnails because they look absolutely amazing. I'm gonna be leaving his link to his channel in the comment section and in the description. Check out his videos. He actually is covering the pets and all of that as well, so if you want to see more videos on that, check him out. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and until later, bye.